Wonderful to be here again with all of our Toastmasters, and today I'm going to share with you some of the things that I have learned through my own life experiences, through my readings, and through my work on the power of positive thinking. And I'm going to start with a quote from Norman Vincent Peale. Whenever a negative thought concerning your personal power comes to mind, deliberately voice a positive thought to cancel it out. And so keep in mind, what we're talking about is whenever the negative starts to come in, we do have the ability to cancel that out by superimposing the positive thought on top of that. I'm going to be talking about two basic things. First of all, how are thought patterns created? And second, what are some of the things that we can do to change these patterns from negative to positive? So let's think about when we begin as human beings, as young children, and many people say even within the womb, thoughts are already taking form. A lot of what happens with us is influenced by the people around us. And so consider that if you are being bombarded with positive thinking and positive messages in your early life, those will continue, and you will take those in and make those a part of who you are, how you feel you are to be in the world, and what your expectation is of yourself. Unfortunately, by the same mechanism, if you're being flooded with negativity, that also has a strong influence on who we see ourselves as being and how we express in the outer world. So I always tell my clients, our very first hypnotherapists are our parents. You would be surprised how many parents are telling their children, for instance, you're never going to be anything, you're just like that man that I divorced, I didn't want to be with him anyway. And what do you know? They turn out and live out that prediction that the parent has told them. But then the parent could also say, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you can do anything you want to do, you can be whoever you want to be. And that also has its strong impression upon that child. And so what we end up having to do really is to become our own parents, to reparent ourselves, to de-hypnotize ourselves, and to give ourselves the messages that we want to be prevalent in our own lives. How do we go about doing that? There are several ways. We begin with a kind of centering, and again we're talking about bringing spirit into our lives, acknowledging that here at this center is something that we call spirit. We have several different names for it, but once we are realigned with that part of ourselves, it seems that we already are perfect, that we already are that ultimate expression of who we choose to be. We can do this through meditation. We can reaffirm those messages by actually writing out statements about how we want to be, what we want to think. Put them somewhere that we can see them every day. Have something pasted on the refrigerator that says, you are beautiful, you're perfect. You can do whatever you want to do. And if you have a specific goal, to have a picture of you in that position, if you have material things that you want to own or you want attached to you, take those pictures and put them where you can see them. Use all of your senses to reinforce who you are, who you believe yourself to be, how you want to be seen in the world. Use your vision, use your hearing, know what it sounds like to be successful, know what it tastes like, know what it looks like, know what it feels like. Take all of these in and recreate for yourself who you are to be in this world. Consider also that aside from affirmations, meditation, visualization, we also have spiritual practices. The practice of prayer, for example, is a way of reinforcing our belief system. In my church experience, every Sunday we sing a song that says, "Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying." And consider that if we are always praying by what we think, then our prayers are probably getting answered, but sometimes we're thinking negative things. And we want to take responsibility for the good, but we don't always want to take responsibility for the negative thinking that we are also practicing. And so I want to encourage you to turn back to the positive, overlay the negative with the good. And I want to leave you with one verse of a little song that I learned in church some time ago, and it goes like this. And if you know it, sing it with me. I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. That perfect me is always here. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful, I'm capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. And so know that when we are in alignment with Spirit, we are perfect just the way we are. Going to introduce our next speaker, who is Gwen Earl. She is a member of Toastmasters and a gifted speaker, and has given speeches on meditation, health, and wellness. Today she's going to be talking about the physical. She most recently also recorded a guided meditation CD entitled Meditation for Focused Concentration. She has been a meditator herself for about 15 years. And this morning, Gwen is going to continue our discussion talking about the physical realm and speaking more specifically about meditation and yoga.